If you're looking for a single dynamic driver IEM around $50 right now, you're at the right place. Welcome back, I'm Colin, and today I'm comparing two IEMs that sit around this price point on Insole. The Kiwi Ears Chorus that comes in at $39.99 and the Kifine Klean SV, which sits slightly higher at $54. Now a quick note on the Kifine. This silver SV version is marketed as an upgrade over the original black Klean. I never actually tried the original version, so I can't give you a direct comparison on how much of an improvement this really is. We're going to be only looking at the SV on its own today. On paper, these two are very similar. Both use a DLC dynamic driver, and both target a general V-shaped tuning. But despite those specs, these two sound pretty different in actual listening. Before we get into the build, let's talk about what you actually get in the box, because there is a pretty big difference here. The Kifine Klean SV really scores a clear win in this section. You're getting 3 sets of tuning nozzles, 6 pairs of ear tips, and a nice zippered carrying case. It feels like a complete package. The Kiwi Ears Chorus, by comparison, is much more minimalistic. It comes in a small box and also with 6 pairs of tips, but no carrying case. If you're someone who values tuning nozzles or needs a case for protection, the Kifine is definitely providing more value here. But that is also to be expected as it retails for a bit more. Moving to the build, the Kifine Klean SV is the clear winner. It feels incredibly solid and heavy in the hand. It's an all-metal alloy shell that feels much more premium than the price suggests. One unique touch is the screw on the shell that secures the two pieces together. You don't see that often, but I think it adds to the build quality of the IEMs. Plus, as I mentioned, those interchangeable nozzles are a big bonus if you want to tweak the sound later. The Kiwi Ears Chorus uses a metal top plate with a resin body and resin nozzle. It's an open back design with a large mesh on the faceplate. It's a lot lighter than the Klean SV, and also feels a bit less premium by comparison. As for the cables, I can't really compare them as I have the Type-C mic version on the Chorus and the mini jack version on the Kifine. But the cable material itself feels pretty similar, and both of these are available in a Type-C version with a mic and a mini jack version. When it comes to isolation, it is definitely miles better on the Kifine. The Chorus, because of that open back mesh, has quite poor isolation. If you're using these in a noisy environment, you're going to hear everything around you. The Klean SV provides average isolation for a dynamic driver, which makes it much better suited for a daily commute. The Kifines are heavier, but the shape is smooth and easy for most people to fit. The Chorus is very light, but it has a large wing protruding on the inside of the resin shell. Some people like that locked-in feel, but for others, it can be a bit fiddly or even uncomfortable during long sessions. Now let's talk about the sound. For the Kifine, I used the silver nozzles, which are the middle-of-the-road option. The Kifine SV has a more traditional V-shaped sound. Vocals are more forward and in your face, and the upper treble can feel a bit edgy. With the silver nozzles, it's like there's a bit of a clarity boost in the mid-range. The Chorus offers a more natural linear presentation. The vocals are smoother and less edgy, though you do lose a bit of that fine detail compared to the Kifine. There is a sense of warmth in the mid-range of the Chorus that you don't find on the Klean. Where the Chorus really wins is the sense of air and space. Because of that open back design, the soundstage feels much wider, but the bass is a bit slower here and lacks the punch of the Klean. If you're a bass head who wants quality and impact, go for the Kifine. If you value a wide soundstage and a smoother, more relaxed music experience, the Chorus is the better pick. For gamers out there, I'd actually suggest the Kifine. Even though the soundstage isn't as wide as the Chorus, the imaging is more precise, which makes it easier to pinpoint sounds in the game. So wrapping this up, personally I prefer the Kifine Klean SV. I place a very high priority on build quality and isolation for my own IEMs, and even at $54, the Kifine just delivers more in those categories for me. There's also that added adjustability with those interchangeable nozzles. So I think all those extra things add up to justify the price difference. Do you agree with my choice? Let me know in the comments which of these two IEMs do you prefer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.